Right, we've talked about rational functions, and now we're going to talk about a feature of rational functions, and those are their asymptotes. First up, we're going to look at vertical asymptotes. So here's the definition of when a rational function has vertical asymptotes. So if we have a rational function, and recall a rational function looks like this, it's p of x over q of x, where both p of x and q of x are polynomials. If this thing is in reduced form, that is, p and q don't share any common factors, then the vertical line x equals c is a vertical asymptote of the function f if and only if c is a zero of q of x. That's the denominator. So finding the vertical asymptotes really boils down to reducing your rational function to lowest terms and then looking at the denominator polynomial and finding its zeros. Those zeros will be the vertical asymptotes of your rational function. Here's an example. We have f of x equals x minus 2 quantity times x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 times the quantity x minus 1. So you can see this rational function is already factored. If you did not have the factored form, you'd want to factor it and see if there are any common factors between the numerator and denominator. In this case, there are. We have x minus 2 and x minus 2. Right? So we want to reduce that to lowest terms. And we can't, could cancel these, but we'd want to we want to consider that we could not plug in 2 into this function, because that would give us 2 minus 2, which would be 0, in the denominator, and we could not divide by 0. So I'm going to make a note of the domain here before we cancel. So the domain is going to be, let's see, everything but 2 and 1. So negative infinity to 1, 1 to 2, and then 2 to infinity. Should be union symbol there. All right. Okay, so we can then write f of x as x plus 3 over x minus 1, canceling the common factor, noting that we have to remove the 2. And now this is in reduced form, and so we can read off the vertical asymptotes. That would be the zeros of the denominator. So x minus 1 is the denominator. 0 would be at 1. So the line x equals 1 is a vertical asymptote of f.